Hello everyone. Today we are going to see about the topic on JavaScript fundamentals, which is related to the full stack development. In that, we are going to see a topic about REST API framework. So here there is a framework for Node.js. So we will see what are the frameworks for Node.js, which is segregated into front end and back end. To develop any application, web application, we need to use the front end and back end. So the front end frameworks, what are all the things we can use this since React.js, Angular, Vue.js, Svelte. And in backend, we can use Express.js, Next.js, Hoa, Nest.js, Happy.js, and Fastify. Next, let's see what is about the brief description on the framework of Node.js. So the Express.js, it is most widely used Node.js framework. It is minimalistic, flexible, and provides a robust set of features for web and mobile application. And its features are routing, middleware support, templating, engines, integration, and a vast ecosystem of plugins. Next one is Kova, and it is developed by the creators of Express.js. It is more modern and lightweight framework focusing on middleware composition. The main features we can see it's a modular design, async await support, which Express has since adopted, and a more expressive approach to handling middleware. And next one is happy.js. This powerful framework for building APIs and services. It emphasizes over code and has built-in support for input validation, caching, and authentication. The main features what we see here is plugin architecture, input validation, caching, authentication schemes, extensive logins, and capabilities. Next one is serving static resources. In serving static resources such as HTML files, CSS files, images, and client-side JavaScript files, which is a common requirement in web development. Fortunately, most of the Node.js framework provide straightforward ways to serve static content efficiently. So, using the Express.js, which make it simple to serve static files using the built-in Express.static middleware. In this example, Express.static middleware is used to serve files from public directory, which relative to the directory of direction name. Any files placed in this public directory, example, public slash index.html or public slash styles.css will be accessible via their respective URLs. In URLs itself, we can directly send those server static files from the public directory. So here we can see a sample example, that is const express require express, then path which requires a path, which we declared it as a constant, and we explicitly use that express of then app.use of express.static path.join a directory name which is public we are declaring. So which means that serve static files from the public directory. Next one is example route handling. App.get which request and residence which directly will send a message as a hello world. Then we'll start the server app.listen port and console the server is running. We will get like this. Next one, Node.js data access. So Node.js support databases if it is a relational database or NoSQL database. So to access the Node.js from, which is a backend thing, which we need to install the drivers of the database which we want to use. So relational database, which is nothing but MySQL, PostgreSQL, SQLite. So it can interact with the relational database such as Next.js. Next to SQLite, which is ORM for Node.js. It supports the Postgre or MySQL state or the database. Next one, Postgre, which is a client for Node.js that allows direct SQL query. And NoSQL database, which is nothing but a MongoDB or CouchDB. NoSQL are popular for their flexibility and scalability. And Mangos, which is a ODM, that is Object Document Mapper for MongoDB. Then Node.js official MongoDB driver, which is allow direct interaction with MongoDB databases. These are all the npm commands. Okay. Next, Express REST APIs. So REST APIs for representation states transfer, which is an architectural style for designing the networked applications. So here the resources client is sending the request through the API get post put delete, and then it will be going to server. Then it will be stored in a database, and from database it will send the server a response, and the client will respond from the server. This is how the RESTful API JavaScript will work. Next one is a HTTPS method. In that HTTPS method, which is a get, post, put, patch, delete. Which and next one is stateless, which is stateless meaning each request from the client to the server containing all necessary information. And sessions or state are not representation. And representation is nothing but represented in such a format such as JSON or XML. An uniform interface, which is a fundamental constraint of REST. And these are all the HTTPS method as action, which is in a detailed description, which is get, post, put, delete, patch, head, options, raise, connect. And HTTP method as actions, which is get method used to retrieve data from the server, post method creating a new source on the server, put method updating an existing resource on the server, patch method which is updates the existing resource on the server, and delete method which is remove the resource from the server, and options method which retrieve the HTTP method supported by the resource, and head method which is the metadata which perform the multiple transaction about the resource without transferring the resource representation. Thank you.